Welcome to Peachy Kisses Boutique. Here you will find all the Peachy Kisses apparel of your needs, from hoodies to t-shirts to lip gloss and lipstick. Also in stock, sexy women one-piece onesies. And we don't stop there. We also have iridescent eyeshadow along with so much more. Check out Peachy Kisses Boutique at www.pgttime.com. That's www.pgttime.com. See you soon.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Tune in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Come join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Yeah. Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Tune in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Come join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Yeah.
Hey y'all. Oh shit. I'm telling you, somebody be messing with my microphones. I know they be messing with them. Somebody. And then they never want to work when Poolie gone. What's good, y'all? What's goody in the city, baby? It's your girl, the missus. The missus with them kisses, baby. Mwah. What's good, y'all ready? This will be our first. Yeah, I'm putting on my lip gloss. You know how Mama Peach is. She'll come through in a minute. She will come through in a minute and be like, girl, you're going to put some lip gloss on them lips. So I make sure I got it on there. I got it on there. Mwah. There. Okay, y'all. This is our first show for 2023 where we actually be going back to our clips. Okay. Of course, Monday we're gonna have clips as well. And next Wednesday we have a family, so we won't have any clips with me and Jason. And next Saturday we got a guest, y'all. Hey, I'm so excited about our guest for next Saturday. Let me tell y'all a little bit about him right quick. So make sure y'all tune in next Saturday. But this young man, this grown man, he actually does missing persons pictures. Pictures. He draws them out. I don't know what he used, but we'll see. He's a painter. That's what I call it, a painter. And he got so much going on. Y'all probably done seen him on the news. He's been all over. Do you hear me? And I cannot wait for him to come and share his story with us. So make sure y'all tune in next Saturday, baby. Make sure y'all tune in for that. What else we got going on? What else? We're gonna get started with this show. I met a young lady today. Hey, Miss Joyce. I met a young lady over the phone. She works for Pizza Hut. She works for Pizza Hut. Me and Trey was like, we need some pizza in our life today. And Kirsten has went to go get her hair done. So it's just me and Trey. So we want some pizza. Order pizza, y'all. When I tell y'all I was so frustrated because the foreigners was on there. Shout out to non-foreigners. I hate to say it like that. I hate to say it like that. But when I tell y'all they are so irritating when you're trying to get something done over the phone. And here we are in the U.S. We should be able to speak to U.S. people. I'm a strong believer in that. I don't know about y'all, but when I make phone calls, business phone calls, no matter what it is, if I'm calling a 1-800 number, I expect to speak to someone in the U.S. Okay, it took me 5 different phone calls 5 different phone calls before I got to a person in the US, and she was able to help me out just like that. So y'all already know I had to tell her about Peachy Tea Time, baby. You already know I go down. So hopefully she's watching. She is from Florida. Hey, Florida. She was so excited when I told her about what I do and what Peachy Tea Time stands for and everything, which is crime in our black community. And I can hear her through the phone saying, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus." Shout out to God. Shout out to God. Y'all know how I do. But y'all, we gotta get started. Hey, Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce says she up in the building, baby. She ain't waiting on everybody else. She coming through. She rolling through. Okay. So let's get started. I gotta play a talent. You all know that Saturdays are for our independent artists just as well as our crime. And if we have any guests, they're gonna roll and pull up on us. But we don't have a guest today. So we will be listening to independent artist music. And plus, baby, I already told y'all we got crime that happened after our last show. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way back to after our last show in December, and we're gonna work our way up, okay, to what's going on now. So sit back, relax. If y'all got Roku TV, pull me up on Roku TV, baby. Okay, it's a nice thing to see. Nice thing to see, baby. See me smiling. Take the pictures now. Y'all know I'm crazy. You know I'm crazy. So let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and play this talent that I was actually supposed to play after the doggone intro. Y'all like that intro? Shout out to the intro. I played it twice for y'all. Y'all saw Eric Penn. Eric Penn was in the intro. And also you saw main event in the intro. So shout out to Eric Penn and main event. Congratulations to them. They made the intro, baby. They made the intro. Shout out to Hove. What it do, Hove? Hove, did Hove make that intro too? Is that the Hove's intro? Let me see. Hold on. I'm like, no, Hove, you made Monday intro. Shout out to Monday intro. So only Eric Penn and main event made the Peachy Tea Time, the weekend spot, baby, intro. So congratulations to them. So you'll see a lot of them. Okay. So let's get into this talent. And here we go. Threw away your love letters. I thought it made me feel better. I finally got you out my bed, but I still can't get you out my head. Ooh, I'm sending you one text at a time. Know you're by your phone, boy, pick up your line. I ain't too proud to beg, no. What's been said has been said. Ooh, I need you to know you don't know what love is. I need you to know. You don't know, you don't know what love is. If you don't put up a fight, and you don't know what love is. If you don't stay up all night, oh, you don't know what love is. If you're too good to call many times, you say you know what love is, but I swear you've never seen it in your life. Ooh, I swear you've never seen it in your life. Ooh, no. I swear you'll never see it in your life. All right. Shout out to Sammy Allen. Y'all already know I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate. I don't give a damn what color you is. If you can sing, you can sing. We are for our black community here at PGT Time. But if you could sign back, I don't give a damn what color you is. And Sammy Allen, baby, she can sing her ass off. I wish I could find more talent for her. And I will be looking, and I'm share it with y'all just as well. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. You already know. What's up, Jacqueline? Hey, boo. We also I see Katora came through. Hey, Katora. I had such a great time with my cousin yesterday. We laughed, we talked, we ate. Oh my gosh, the food was great. Chef Rob in Atlanta, Roswell Road. Make sure y'all go and check them out. Caribbean food to its finest. Okay. Now, Katora has some mussels. And Katora wanted me to taste some of the mussels because I've never had none before. And I told Katora to hell. I told her, oh no, I will not. I will not try no mussels. And I didn't want to tell her because she was in the middle of eating them and she looked like they was delicious. Okay. But baby, when I tell you, I want to tell her so bad, but I didn't want to ruin her stomach. But them damn mussels look like a ball of roaches. Like them big ass roaches that they had down here in Atlanta, the real big ones, the big ones. Yeah, that's what they looked like. And I said, I'll be damned. No, I don't want to taste it. She's like, you never tasted it before? No. Well, you should make today the first time. I told her no, Katora, I don't want none. And I am a taste tester, baby. I am. I would taste anything. But I have seen those mussels before, and it's just nothing about them looks good to me at all. I love you, boo. I love you. All right, let's get started, y'all, with our show. We must start with our updates. You know how we do. We got to get into our updates. So we do have an update with the 10-year-old. The 10-year-old, which was back, that happened with the 10-year-old that killed his mom over the virtual thing, the game thing. I wasn't able to show y'all really no updates on it, so I want to show y'all that. After these two updates, baby, don't go nowhere, baby. For every woman out there that carry, whether you got a license to carry or not, but you carry, Katora, watch this, baby. When I tell y'all, when I saw this video, I'm like, damn it, I'm finna start carrying mine too. She just made you want to just carry yours, okay? So make sure y'all tune in after these next two clips so I can show y'all this black girl, okay, who carries her weapon. And baby, she had to let loose. She had to let loose. And wait till y'all see who she had to let loose on, baby. Wait till y'all see. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. But come on, y'all. Here we go. Update time, baby. Update time.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus.
For the first time, we are hearing from the family of a 10-year-old being charged as an adult for killing his mother.
This happened just more than a month ago at their home near 87th and Hemlock. Our Uba Ali joins us live now after speaking with his aunt and grandmother. And Uba, what a painful time for the family.
Yeah, absolutely. But they're holding on to the great memories they shared with Kiana. Man, they remember her as the life of the party, someone who adored her children. That's why they say this makes it extra difficult.
It's hard because she's supposed to be here.
That thought keeps Laretha Mann and her family up at night. It's a tragedy that cuts deep.
I can't believe he did it.
Her 10-year-old grandson is accused of killing his mother, Kiana Mann, at their home in the early hours of November 21st. Detectives say the boy told them he got the gun because he was mad at his mom for waking him up at 6 in the morning and that she would not allow him to order a virtual reality headset from Amazon.
Did you ever think your nephew was capable of this?
No, absolutely not.
Rhonda Reed still has a hard time understanding why her nephew, according to prosecutors, planned the murder of his mother the night before.
He was upset about these devices being taken.
Rhonda says her nephew started going to therapy more than a year ago. He was diagnosed with mood and conduct disorder, and part of his treatment plan was to limit his use of electronics.
Do you think he, as a 10-year-old, understands what he did?
I don't think he understands the brevity of what he did.
From juvenile detention, Rhonda says her nephew has told her he's blocked out what happened that morning and shifts the conversation.
When he calls, he's just like, make sure like all of my tablets and my laptops and everything that is mine is properly packaged.
Do you think he should be charged as an adult?
That's a really difficult question. I do understand how they were able to come up with that type of charge.
He needs to pay for what he done.
Rhonda believes the best place for his safety and for others is in jail, but with help.
No matter what happens with him, I'm not sure that in this state that he would receive proper care anyway.
Both women say there is no closure in a situation like this one.
There are no winners in this situation. We've been pretty much just shaken to our core.
The headline went viral. A 10-year-old boy accused of killing his mother over a virtual reality headset. Now, this family wants to set the record straight.
I think the biggest misconception is that it was over a VR Oculus headset.
This Milwaukee family suddenly thrust into the national spotlight.
Some days are better than others.
We're not naming the boy per a court order. Last month, prosecutors charged the fourth grader as an adult with intentional homicide for the deadly shooting of his mother, Kiana Mann.
He calls daily, and we have talks. He's not expressed any remorse to me.
For the first time, Mann's sister and mother speaking exclusively with 12 News.
Everybody loved her.
Did you ever think your grandson, your nephew, would be capable of something like this?
But I knew he was capable of something, but not this harsh.
At the time of the tragedy, they say he was in treatment for behavioral issues.
It was recommended by his treatment providers that cell phones, electronic devices be limited because of the violent games that he was playing. So she was literally following his treatment plan when she decided to take his electronic devices. And that is what upset him.
Now, the boy remains locked up in the juvenile detention center, awaiting his next court appearance. And it's exactly where his aunt and grandmother say he belongs.
We just don't know like what his mental state is and what he's capable of.
He have to sleep at night, and he's a roamer. He likes to roam at night. So I don't know. I'd be a little scared.
In Milwaukee, Hillary Mintz, WISN 12 News.
The family tells 12 News they do not object to prosecutors charging the boy as an adult. The 10-year-old is the youngest of Mann.
All right, y'all. I really do believe that they knew something. You know, it's not against them charging him as an adult. He's only 10 years old. You heard the grandmother say that they knew he was capable of something. They just didn't think he was capable of actually killing his mom. Yes. Ladu Marie, are you the one from, no, she's not, because she's on Facebook. Hi, Ladu. Ladu, I think you somebody new. Thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate it. But I agree with her. I do feel like charging him as adult may be a little bit too much. And make sure y'all watch on Wednesday. Make sure you watch on Wednesday's show with the family that's coming on Wednesday, because this has to do with a 15-year-old being charged as an adult on Wednesday. So make sure y'all tune in. You don't want to miss Wednesday, okay? I'm telling you now. But back to this 10-year-old. I told y'all since day one, when I first showed y'all this clip back in December, that I did not feel like they should charge him as an adult, because as you can see that he has some type of mental issues. Something was going on in his little boy head for him to do something like this, and still to this day do not have any remorse at all. Like you said, like you heard the auntie say, he calls every day and no remorse. He just called and say, hey, what up? What to do? What y'all over there doing? Can I come home? Can y'all come get me, please? I don't want to be here no more. Can you please come get me? Like that's probably what he's in there saying. Y'all know everything is allegedly and explicit language. Okay, but he don't understand what's going on. You know, Katora. She says they will charge him at first as an adult, but when it's all said and done, they won't. What state is this? What state was this? I cannot remember. I'm sorry. I can't remember when this happened, but we can look it up and see. Let me look and see. 10-year-old. 10-year-old killed mom over gang. I'm gonna see. This was in Milwaukee. So I don't know. Katora, I would love for you to answer this. When you worked in the prison, Katora worked in the prison for 21 years. Did you see a lot of children that was charged as an adults? And if you have, how did they act amongst all those grown people? You know? Nope, it was in not in Detroit. Not in Detroit. It was in Milwaukee. Okay. But she said not at all. Not at all, never. Because there's a lot of them, you know, from the clips that I show where a lot of these kids are being charged as adults, but some of them do stay in the juvenile first, and then after 18, they ship their asses right on to the big prisons with the big guys, which I just don't agree. I just don't agree at all. At all. So we're finna move on because I got a lot for y'all today. You know, we're here till 5 o'clock. We may not get all the clips in today. It's fine because whatever we got left over, I'll just show them on Monday, okay? So there's a few that I got to get to today. The girls' trip. I know y'all heard about the girls' trip. Not Shanquella. You know, I already covered Shanquella. But the other girls' trip. There's 2 clips I want to show y'all on that, and I need y'all to stay tuned for that, okay? But let's get into, shout out to the Shade Room for this clip coming up next. The girl that had to let loose with her tool, as I call it. Y'all better get y'all one if you ain't got one. Prime example right here.
When they seen us walking up, they got out their car and started walking towards the door too.
The ring footage has gone viral. It was around 9 p.m. You can see the 2 people with masks skulk up the steps of the apartment complex, then out of view in the Mechanicsville section of Atlanta.
Y'all say them hoes. I'm sorry. Did y'all just say them hoes? Here we go.
When they seen us walking up, they got out their car and started walking towards the door too.
The ring footage has gone viral. It was around 9 p.m. You can see the 2 people with masks skulk up the steps of the apartment complex, then out of view in the Mechanicsville section of Atlanta. Alexander says that she and her friend were not far behind them.
So they masks was kind of like turned a little bit. So I'm like, okay, hold on. So I'm like, where did them girls go? Who are them? Who are they? Like, so that's why I had looked back, like going up, like I didn't hear no doors open. It was quiet because we the only ones out there. So I'm looking around like, I don't know, where did they go? They didn't go downstairs. They went up.
You can see Alexander in the black hoodie. She quickly turns around. And if you zoom in, she had her 9mm pistol in hand, loaded and ready.
We got to my friend's door, but my friend was walking faster. So I started speeding up to walk like, you know, because I felt something. And once I heard, because it was so quiet, I heard them stomping down the stairs. That's how quiet it was. It sounded like they was stomping, like jumping down the stairs. That's why I screamed, like, I said.
She says that the woman in the green hoodie running towards her also had a gun.
When she came running, she pointed her gun at me and I just started shooting.
The 2 suspects then made a beeline back down the stairs.
When I started shooting, she shot, but I guess I hit her, and that's when she was stumbling to get back up and try to shoot from behind.
Here's a view from another ring camera.
Do you know where you shot her? I saw her kind of stumbling down the steps.
Yes, I believe it was in her left leg. The way that they ran up on me, I really think that they were trying to kill me.
This is Damika Malcolm, the woman Alexander says shot her. She's now facing a number of charges, including felony aggravated assault, armed robbery, and firearms charges.
You don't know D'Amica Malcolm?
I don't know them. I don't know them from a can of paint.
Baby, she don't even know these girls. Now, she's supposed to be well known in her area, this young lady. I think she sell hair or something. I guess they're trying to get the hair from her. As you can see, the one that got the mug shot look like her hair need to be done. You some here trying to rob somebody and your hair looking like that. But maybe she was trying to get some weave. I don't know. But she let loose on their asses, baby. She said, "You will not." Look, I knew if Audra was in this building, I knew Audra was gonna be like, right on. Baby, Audra is all for this video. I'm telling you now. And she just not seeing it, I'm sure. And she all for this video. You know? But I am just as well. You know, the young ladies, they did have a gun. They did fire a shot off, but they fired the shot off after the girls started shooting at their asses. You know, the main reason for me showing you all this is to be aware of your surroundings. So many women go out at nighttime. Whether you're going to the club, you're going to the bar, whatever, and you got to come back home. A lot of people stay in apartments, apartment homes, condos, where you have that breezeway. Be aware of your surroundings. If you are drunk and you don't went out and had a good time, make sure your friends that drop you off, because I'm not going to sit here and say that you're driving drunk. I ain't going to say that at all. So make sure whoever drop you off at home, have them walk with you to your door. You know, don't just stand outside in the car and toot the horn or, you know, flash your lights when you get inside. We past that now, y'all. We past that. We can't do that no more. Walk your friends to the damn door. Or if somebody is inside your friend's house, call them, baby daddy, boyfriend, whoever. Tell them, look, I got Kiki out here. She tore up. Come get her from the car. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically my reason for showing y'all this clip, is to basically be aware of your surroundings. Look, listen, I am crying right about now. I mean, she wasn't playing with them. She lit their asses up. You would not come get me and my friend today. You know, and she, right when she was coming up the stairs, she had her pistol out. She had her tool out. She knew something wasn't right. She couldn't put a finger on it. But she knew that them girls shouldn't be walking around with no full face mask on, looking crazy. So shout out to her, baby. Her name was Tynisha. So shout out to Tynisha, baby. You did that, girl. You did that. So we finna move on. 6-year-old shot the teacher, y'all. This just happened. This happened in the new year, 2023. 2023. 6-year-old has shot his teacher. Now, at 6-year-old, you probably like, he done took somebody's gun, wanted to be curious or whatnot. Y'all watch this shit.
6-year-old boy detained after police say he shot a teacher inside a Newport News elementary school. I'm Bill Fitzgerald.
I'm Cheryl Miller. We have complete coverage of this developing story for you. We begin with our crime insider, John Burkett, who is in Newport News. John?
Well, Cheryl, what was chaotic here about 4 hours ago is now calm. The chief of police just leaving this area off of Tyner Road at the Rich Creek Elementary School about 2 o'clock this afternoon. What we do know is they were called for an active shooter situation here at the elementary school. It appeared that at that time, a student shot a teacher inside the classroom. The chief of police confirming that late tonight that a 6-year-old boy intentionally shot his teacher inside that classroom. She is critically wounded and at a local hospital with life-threatening injuries. Their investigation, of course, is in its early stages. He briefed us a short time ago telling us that he is thankful for the parents that came here and showed up on scene. While it seemed frustrating and chaotic, they did a good job of filing in line and getting their students by grades, picking them up, and then the buses rolled in just about an hour ago and picked up the rest of the students that were left here at the scene. So very chaotic scene, intense scene here this afternoon is now calmed down. Again, the chief of police, Steve Drew, has left this area. He did brief our cameras a little while ago. We may have that sound a few minutes from now. We do have the shot, so let me roll what the chief of police, Steve Drew, said.
The altercation was between a 6-year-old, the student who did have the firearm, and the teacher, and then a round was fired. Like I said, she suffered a gunshot wound and has been transported to the hospital. This was not an accidental shooting.
You heard it there. It's not an accidental shooting. And that is what's shocking among parents here as you saw them coming to pick up their kids, tears streaming down from their faces. Our Maggie Marshall caught up with some of those parents. She has their information tonight.
Hey, John, well, pickup here is complete. And like you said, it has been just so emotional for both these parents, but also these little ones that were here today. I spoke to many parents who say that their mind just immediately went to anxiety and worry, wondering if their students were the ones hurt in this shooting. One parent I spoke to called the entire situation just devastating. She says her anxiety went through the roof the second she heard that there was a shooting. She said she raced to the school as quick as she could, and she described that the school was just chaos when she got there because all of the parents were just trying to get their kids and just trying to figure out if their kids were safe. She said she had tears in her eyes when she finally got to reunite with her kids.
It was really devastating, and me not knowing exactly what the situation was. And when he came out of that school, that was the best thing that I could have ever seen.
Tonight, these parents tell me they're just going to be loving on their kids extra as they try to make sense of what happened, as they try to cope and just even understand what they went through today here at school. The superintendent of the schools says this school in particular will be closed on Monday.
All right, y'all. Something got to be done. This is ridiculous. 6-year-old done shot his teacher, and it wasn't accidental. I would definitely be following up on this story because I definitely want to know what went wrong and how y'all know that this was not accidental. What the teacher do to this little boy. She didn't deserve to get shot. I'm not saying that at all, but I just want to know what mind frame this little boy was in at the age of 6 years old. Why was this 6-year-old so angry in class? You see what I'm saying? Like something triggered him to do this. Something made him wake up and say, oh, let me go get mom and them gun right quick before we go to school. I got to take to school because I got to shoot my teacher today. Today, not tomorrow, not next week. I got to shoot it today. What happened? I just want to know what happened. So don't worry. I will be following up. I will definitely going to follow up on this one. So let's get into a joint. Let's get into a joint by Jay Moses. What's up, Jay Moses, independent artist. This one is called It's Me. Then we're going to get into our Peachy Monday commercial. And then after that, we're going to talk about 3 family members that was murdered. 2 brothers and a cousin. And it was a murder-suicide. So I'm going to let y'all know who killed who. Sad situation. My heart goes out to the family in this case. And when y'all hear the story, y'all gonna flip. Okay? So here go Jay Moses.
Take it up the middle, I run it like Earl Campbell. Before Mike Vick, it was Cunningham on the scramble.
10 man, I bend cans like I'm a mutant. Don't understand how I do it, I'm multiplying my movement. Took L's, I take L's and make them sevens. Touchdown, no migraine, clearing Excedrin. Don't force it, I offset it like I'm amigo. Pack tall as midgets, I get them and hit the free throws. Diamonds hang over the T, ain't nothing sweet. Respect run heavy, never tested, you know it's me. You ain't gotta guess it, accept it, I kept it G. Came up from nothing to something, I did it clean. Diamonds hang over the T, ain't nothing sweet. Respect run heavy, never tested, you know it's me. You ain't gotta guess it, accept it, I kept it G. Came up from nothing to something, I did it clean. Rewind my replay so you can see. Diamonds hang over the T, ain't nothing sweet. Respect run heavy, never tested, you know it's me. You ain't gotta guess it, accept it, I kept it G. Catch you coming out of the office, make you come off it. Accept all tithes and offerings, what I'm offering. Legitimize, I'm finna rise like Crimson Tide. Play 7 books into the blind and cut them down. My current way stronger than waves, I turn the page. You been afraid, my killer's trained using the blade. This magazine full of them things, you talking brave. End up a slave in them gun sounds in a cage. Still give them hell while sitting off in the cell. I ain't even like that nigga Aaron Rodgers cause it's number 12. Screaming like Deontay Wilder off in his shield. Chop it up with all the real ones so we can build. Yeah. Oh, this how they want it, eh? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta get to him then. Huh? Miami Vice with the dice. Johnny Dang with the ice. Got him in, what's the price? You can bet it on your life. I got a gauntlet like I'm an Avenger. Moving silence, won't play with a ninja. Throw that thing at me, then I'm a bender. Can't keep her cause I know she a lender. For the right price, you probably could rent her. Pull a hamstring, that's how I'm flexing. Flawless stones, put that in the necklace. Candy Coop got it looking like butter. Whip game, better cook up some custard. Yellow diamonds got them looking like mustard. Fresh break coming straight out the oven. Dog food, then we add some more stuff. 200, we gon' tax for the 10. Limo 10 and you can't see in the tent. Can't give it, then you better forget. Got to add, I ain't here to subtract. Whole team, put that on my back. Finish line, I'ma burn up the track. Was ahead, now you finna get lapped. Long enough, now I'm taking it back. Got the cane, put that on the map. Murder men, I can never forget. Bloodline rush, strong like a pit. Math class like the counting, that's it. Science class, give my teacher a fit. Cash average, better know who you with. Already done, we at the end. Already done, we at the end. Let's go. Diamonds hang over the T, ain't nothing sweet. Respect run heavy, never tested, you know it's me. You ain't gotta guess it, accept it, I kept it G. Came up from nothing to something, I did it clean. It's me.
Peachy Tea Time is for the culture. Tune in to Peachy Tea Time each and every Monday. On Mondays, the misses cover crime in our Black community to bring awareness and bring healness to each and every one of you. Surprise guests and so much fun and laughter. Tune in and enjoy this movement.
Guys, and this story is really a family tragedy. All 3 people involved are related. Detroit police are working to get to the bottom of a double murder-suicide. 17-year-old Jamil Thornton and his 26-year-old brother Daniel Berry were gunned down in their home on Bewick and Charlevoix Monday afternoon. Police say the killer was their cousin.
Whatever brought them to make that decision, conflict resolution using firearms is unacceptable.
Deputy Police Chief Franklin Hayes says Thornton was killed at the scene. His brother was rushed to a nearby hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. A witness told investigators the 29-year-old cousin and gunman opened fire on another home on Bewick after killing his relatives. No one there was hurt. The man drove off, but police tracked him down at Chandler Park, a couple of miles away.
It was discovered that he had inflicted what ultimately had been a fatal gunshot wound to himself. So we have a very tragic situation, 3 lives lost.
A fateful start to the new year for a family that was already mourning. Police say they recently experienced the death of another relative. The tragedy that unfolded here Monday left neighbors stunned.
It catches off guard, like when, especially when any death is involved, it catches anybody off guard. And it was young. They were young men, good men. My condolences to the family. And what happened was very tragic, and I'm so sorry for them.
Now, again, police are still investigating. I talked with the family late tonight. They say they don't know what exactly set off this young man to take his two cousins' lives.
Sad. So he done shot the two brothers, his cousins, then went to another house, shot up another house, and then went and killed himself. Like, what could have been so wrong that you had to do all of this? Especially, y'all know how I feel about people that turn around and shoot and kill their own selves. Like, you could have just took your own self out and left everybody else alive. If that's what you're gonna do, you're gonna coward out and kill yourself after you done committed 2 murders and shot up somebody's house. Thank God nobody got killed in that house. It's like people just have no feelings no more. They just don't value people's lives. And these are family members, cousins. Told y'all about the cousins. Y'all better watch my show. I don't go nowhere with nobody that don't like me. Nobody. If you feel some type of way and I feel some type of bad energy, I ain't going nowhere with you. Family or not. Cousins or not. I'm not going. And another place that it'll be a while before I go is girls trips. We are now on our segment of girls trips. Now, I know it's a lot of ladies out there watching right now, and you all may have been on several girls trips, and you don't have to worry about stuff like this happening. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I've only been on one girls trip, and that was last year, and they came here to Atlanta. And if anything would have went down that I didn't like, and everything wasn't pleasant the entire time, but I'm just saying, if anything really would have went down, I would have packed my shit up and I would have went home. Because I was already here in my town. Okay? But some people, they just ain't got it like that where they could just leave. Okay? So check this clip out. And then we got a second clip to this. Here we go.
For my safety because you're being real hostile. You was being hostile because your cousin is here. It is a girls trip, and she keeps saying I brought my man came to see me the last night at our Airbnb. What you mean you don't like him? What's for you? They were his friends. They came. That's the problem. But she keeps saying she's not hostile. But you're hostile. Why can't my kid be here on my last night? He's not bothering you. And this is what I mean by hostile. I came here with her cousin, and now she acting weird because she want to argue. But this supposed to be my friend. He's supposed to be my friend. Really? Now she want to fight. I'm about to get this right here. I can't wait. And it's glass everywhere. This shit weird as. And that's what she wanted was an audience. And I only went live, honestly, because I just don't feel safe. She got her cousins here. First off, with your cousins, but you want to act weird. You knew my dude was gonna be down here, so of course he was gonna come. Mind you, we got our own rooms. You see what I'm saying? Why can't my man come to the Airbnb that I'm paying for? That's what I'm not understanding, and I just don't feel safe. I can't leave until tomorrow. And matter of fact, I'm about to call him to come pick me up because this shit weird.
Get out of there.
I just want to go live right now because
get out of there.
Real
Fuck her. Get out of there.
Different. I'm gonna say.
Lock that door. What's up, though?
Because you're acting hostile. I'm recording you because and I don't want to be recorded. Well, why are you so
Then don't.
mad?
What's up with her?
I brought my. You know what? I'm not going to be arguing with you. I'm going to have my man come pick me up.
I'm not on mute. I'm thinking of what I want to say to you all as a married woman. How can I say this in the most nicest way? I wish somebody would tell me that my husband, my man, my boyfriend, whatever y'all want to call him, my baby daddy, can't come to where I'm at. I wish you would. I have to get that off my chest. Seriously though. Like, what is the big deal? What is the big deal? I wouldn't care if she came down there and her man came and got her and picked her up the day that she got there and y'all didn't see her until the day that y'all left. That's her business. I don't care if she see him every damn day. That is her business. She lost out on the girl's trip. She paid her money. The Airbnb is in her name. I don't see what the problem is. Now, she said that the guy brought other guys. And I can understand, you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, because other guys are in the room, I guess. You don't know them. People crazy nowadays. You bring the wrong one, everybody gets shot and killed. Okay, so I get that. I even get that this is a girls' trip. And girls' trip means exactly what it's called. Girls. For the girls. I get all that. But what I don't get is the lack of disrespect. The wanting to fight. Breaking the dishes. Dishes that ain't even y'all shit. Dishes that belong to somebody else. Beating on the doors of somebody else's doors that you didn't pay for. You wanting to fight, and you can hear her in the background saying, yeah, I want to fight. Fight for what? For what? Women, y'all need to do something. Because this don't make sense. For your anger to be on 10. Because her man decided to come and see her. Come and see her. The last night, didn't spend the night. He just came through. If you didn't want the other guys in there, you could have told him, I'm sure. Get the guys out of here. And being that her and the other girl is friends, 9 times out of 10, she knows what type of guy this is. And like when me and Poolie was talking about it, I told Poolie, I said, if Poolie comes in with his homeboys and one of them acting a fool, Poolie gonna be like, babe, I'm finna go. He acting crazy. We just gonna go ahead and dip out. Okay? So that's all that needed to be done. But to sit there and try to fight your friend because your cousins is in the building, baby. Hey, Amber. She said, hey, cuz. Now, peep out this next clip, because a lot of people had things that they had to say about this. It was mixed feelings. A lot of other single hoes was like, I'm all for the fighting girl. And then a lot of people that was married was like, I'm for the girl who man came to the thing. Like, you can have your man come wherever he want to come. But peep out this little chick right here. This little thing.
Stitch the original video, but baby, that comment section is exactly why I limit the interactions that I have with women, because y'all act like y'all can't do nothing without the presence of a man, and it's absolutely disgusting. On the comment section talking about, oh, she doing too much, no, her friend did not do enough, because baby, I would have treated your ass in front of your man, because he about to see you get your ass handed to you, because you want to act like a child, a 16-year-old little girl sticking me into this house. I'm gonna treat you like I'm your fucking mother. Why would you do that? Like, why do you act like you can't do nothing without the presence of a man? That's weird. And it's crazy though, because they paid for that Airbnb. Did her man put on? Did he stay the night? Y'all splitting that 4th night or whatever night it was 4 ways? Because Y'all need to, because y'all had an extra person in that mother. Is it a thing just because you're comfortable with your man that every woman around you should be comfortable with your man? That's weird. And that's weird that your man wanted to be there. Because I don't even think I could call him and be like, oh my God, me and my girls hanging out. You should come. He'd be like, just see me when you're done. Because that's weird. And then people in the comment section talk about, oh, your friend just insecure. She's the insecure one. Not the one who couldn't leave her man unsupervised for 3 days. Because that's really what it was. It wasn't that your man wanted to hang out with you and a bunch of bitches. It was that you knew that you couldn't leave your man by himself.
Ignorance at its best. If any of y'all got friends like her, don't go nowhere with her. Don't go nowhere. If they're anything like this chick that I just played, don't go nowhere with her. Now, in the beginning of this clip, this young lady said that basically she would have beat the girl ass right in front of her man. That's how big and bad she is. You know, she can't be beat. She's a winner. That was she trying to say. Baby, you got a lot to learn. That's all I got to say. You have a lot to learn. If y'all had to think, look at it like this. Say she went on a girl's trip, okay? Her man in the area, he want to come through, but it's a girl's trip. Can I come see you? No, you can't come see me. Why? Because I'm on a girl's trip, so you can't come over here and see me at all. Who's also there on this girl's trip? Y'all got niggas in there? Other dudes? Like, why I can't just come see you? That would be a problem. And then she's sitting up here talking about insecure. I don't think that has anything to do with insecure. If you want to see your man, you want to see your man. It's that simple. If I want to see my kids, I want to see my kids. If I want to see my friend, I want to see my friend. And nobody can stop that. Not in my book. I wish somebody would have something to say about that. That's all I got to say on that. All right, y'all. Let's get into another story. 3-year-old. 3-year-old was killed. Here we go.
Breaking tonight, police say that.
Before we get to that, here go another Airbnb story. Let's play this one.
Only on Fox, one Houston area neighborhood is cleaning up after what neighbors describe as an out-of-control party weekend at a rental house. This happening off Bankside Drive near South Bracewood and South Gessner. Fox 26 News reporter Matthew Seedorf live there tonight as some look for answers. Matthew.
Yeah, Caroline, until today, trash was littered up and down the street, and neighbors say these parties can be dangerous. Now they want them stopped. A New Year's rental home rager flooding this West Houston neighborhood. Loud music and crowds spilling on a Bankside Drive well into Sunday morning.
From 10 to 5 o'clock in the morning with music and everything, and they was arguing outside of the front yard. It looked like over here beside Mardi Gras.
This neighbor hasn't gotten much sleep.
I'm tired.
She says the renters threw a second celebration Sunday night. How many people would you think were there?
For New Year Eve was around over 150 people. They look very young.
Cell phone video shows plates, cups, and cans left behind. The home listed on Airbnb as a rental.
I called the constables, but they passed over here. I saw they passed twice over here, but they didn't.
A spokesperson from Airbnb says they're thankful to the neighbors who reported the issue to us through our neighborhood support line, which allowed us to take action to remove this booking guest from Airbnb. Airbnb bans parties as well as party houses.
I don't want this to happen again. They have to think about, because the neighborhood, they disturb, the neighborhood, and that is disrespectful.
The home was taken off of Airbnb today. We also reached out to the homeowner. So far, we haven't heard back. We're live on the west side. Matthew C.
And you ain't gonna hear back from the homeowner. You're not. I don't. Airbnb is good as far as making money off of it. Don't get it twisted. But I don't feel like people take into consideration the person that is getting the Airbnb. Like they're just getting the money. They're not asking questions. They just give them a list of the policy. No parties, none of this. Here you go. Give me the money. Let's go. Let's make this thing happen. Situations like this, what we just saw in this clip, I don't want that shit in my neighborhood either. I don't. That ain't nothing but a disaster for murder. They all hanging out outside. You rented the Airbnb. Y'all should be inside the Airbnb. If y'all gonna trash the Airbnb, trash the inside. What is y'all messing up the neighborhood for? Cups, paper, cigarettes, Black & Milds, blunts, all that dropped outside. They ain't got to clean up nothing. They get up and they leave. If they lose their deposit, they lose their deposit. They don't give a damn. Everybody needs to start doing correct background checks, especially with these Airbnbs. We've heard a lot of negative stuff about Airbnbs and positive, but a lot of negative. I know a gentleman that has Airbnbs here in Georgia, several of them. And the stories that he tells us is just ridiculous because he has to go in and clean up afterwards. Some of these people have destroyed his property, but thank God he got insurance because the insurance will pay for it. But these ain't y'all homes. You don't want nobody doing this shit to your house. You don't want to leave and go out of town and leave your teenage kid at home and they have a party while you gone and you come back and your whole house destroyed. So why go and do it to somebody else's shit? I don't get it. I don't get it. You ain't gotta worry about me doing Airbnb, baby. And it's sad, but I encourage other folks not to do it either. It ain't nothing but a big old headache. Because something go wrong, you responsible. They responsible too, but you gonna be responsible just as well. Because you best believe they gonna come and check to see if you done let somebody get an Airbnb that's 17 years old, 16 years old, because you wanted that money so bad. And somebody done lost their doggone life. Hey, Karen, I see you sliding through, boo. All right, y'all, let's get into this 3-year-old, baby. This 3-year-old that was killed. And then after this, we're going to go into another music video. Here we go.
Breaking tonight, police say that 5 kids were shot at a home in Dumfries today, including a 3-year-old girl who was murdered. Investigators revealing tonight the victims who survived are all teenagers, and one was dating the man now under arrest.
Lindsay Watts is live in Dumfries with more.
Angie and Jim, Prince William County Police still at this home tonight, the home where they say a 17-year-old girl got in a fight with her boyfriend earlier. A man, police say, not only went on to shoot her, but her teenage siblings and 3-year-old little sister who didn't survive. 20-year-old Kenyatta Lee Oglesby of Southwest D.C. now under arrest, accused of murder and other felony charges.
Shooting in progress with injuries.
Police say he shot his 17-year-old girlfriend outside of her home on Milroy Drive and the other victims inside.
We have a second caller advising a female was shot in front of her residence.
A bullet hit a townhouse across the parking lot about 200 feet away. The burst of gunfire before 11 in the morning had neighbors taking cover.
When I heard like up to 5-6 gunshots, and then I heard a woman screaming, and I came around, I saw the woman laying on the ground, and an ambulance tending to her.
While I went to the window, I seen the lady just laying on the floor. So we just called 911.
In this police radio traffic, you can hear a victim crying out for help.
Stand by for just stand by for descriptions.
Police say in addition to the 17-year-old girl who was hurt, a 16-year-old girl, 14-year-old girl, and 14-year-old boy were also shot and survived. A 13-year-old boy in the home was uninjured. The 3-year-old girl was pronounced dead at the scene.
The fact that we have a young individual being the victim of an argument is tragic.
Police say tonight they arrested the suspect a short distance away on Richmond Highway and recovered 2 guns during the investigation. There are a lot of homes in this community, and tonight police are asking neighbors.
Sad, sad, sad. This teenager got her boyfriend. They done got into it outside. He done shot and killed, not killed her, but he done shot her. Go in the house and shoot the other teenagers in there and kill the 3-year-old little girl. Young ladies, when you and your boyfriend is in a heated argument or any type of conversation and you don't feel comfortable and he start talking that yah crap, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your uncles, aunties, tell somebody, tell the police. Tell the police. I bet you ain't gonna talk to you like that no more. I'm not gonna tell you if he talking to you like this and say he gonna kill you, break away from him and leave him right then and there. Cause you do that, there's a possibility you gonna die then too. Cause these niggas crazy. Go to the police. Go to your parents. Let them know. I don't think he'll do it to me, but he said it. Because a lot of times, a lot of women don't even think, young ladies and women, don't think they will actually do it. But they have said it to you. And now that they done said it, some of y'all scared to leave. And that's okay. Go call the police. Tell them you're gonna go to the store. You gotta go do something. I don't know why Poolie is calling me right now. Anyway, you know I'm on the show. At least he should know I'm on the show. Let me see. Hello? Hey, do I gotta pay you? No, I paid her already. I'm on my show. All right. Bye. Too late now. Yeah, I'm on that Casamigos. Casamigo. So I'm over here sweating. Okay. He wanted to know if he had to pay due for doing the baby's hair. I already got it paid. You keep your money to yourself, Poolie. Got you. But yes, y'all. Domestic violence is real, baby. Ain't nothing fake about it. What's up, Frank Matthews? There's nothing fake and phony about domestic violence. It's really happening out here in these streets. And they're getting younger and younger and younger. Some young ladies are even afraid to tell their parents that their boyfriend has said something like that to them. And they could be afraid that the parents gonna go damn crazy on these little boys. Because we ain't playing with y'all. You ain't even talk to mine like that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go straight to the police ourselves. We're going to the police. So my heart goes out to this family with the 3-year-old that was killed. I hope and pray that the young lady who boyfriend it was that did it, I hope she will be able to, pick up with her life and still go on, being that this 3-year-old was killed. So let's go ahead and get into our joint. Liz Riley, I love this young lady. After this, we're going to get into our Peachy News commercial, and then we're going to talk about a 4-year-old that was killed by the mama. And I want y'all to see who's representing the family. I ain't got nothing to say. Here we go.
getting in. I feel like we finished. You feel like I'm tripping. I let you in before, so now you wanna know the difference. You got a baby boy now, how you get in? And I don't really feel a way about it, though I had to find out the way I did. You think it didn't matter when it did, like you didn't use every room in the crib, yeah. The apartment where my ex still lived. We was young when we met. I said what I meant. You could have said anything to stop me, but you didn't, so I left. And we never got right. You a psychopath, but I was still right. You take me high, I let you slide through. Then I don't hear from you for a year or two. Lately you've been acting like you hate me. You don't wanna rush right into dating, but it's been 9 years, why you faking? I get it if you want them in relations for the sake of your creation, but you're a fairy tale, a figment, and you ain't got a lot to kick it. What did I do for you to be so vindictive? You know that I'm the one that you gon' be missing. I guess that I'm the weekday, cause I know I'm not the weekend. I do not appreciate being kept your little secret. I give it to you, oh, you never keep it. Thought I was your number uno, but you played the skit. Skip till we fall, skip till we fall and break. Skip till we fall, skip till we fall and break. Jalen, Joseph, Tyler, Brendan, Darren, Nicholas, Kyron, damn it, all these niggas left me branded. And fuck Devin for leaving me stranded in Texas, cause he was so pressed for sex. Shout out to the fan who put me in the jet. Too hot to stress, you just mad cause I'm popping like a vest. Narcs got my heart popping on my chest, and it wasn't just you, I confess. I got issues, wasn't always at my best. I sing you soft, nigga, how you gon' flex? Are there any more jokers in the deck? I don't see any kings left. Queen of hearts off with their heads. It's a bloody mess. Yeah, this shit is dead. I made a decision to end it. We need distance, cause you got shitty intentions. I'm going into remission. Before I go into conniptions, game over, no reset, I'm done, I'm finished. I guess that I'm the weekday, cause I know I'm not the weekend. I do not appreciate being kept your little secret. I give it to you, oh, you never keep it. Thought I was your number uno, but you.
Don't forget to tune in each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, and 6 p.m. Pacific for Peachy Tea Time, Peachy News Edition. On Peachy News, they have families that come on live to tell their loved one's story on how they were murdered through gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, and even by the police. Tune in each and every Wednesday night.
Come join us on Peachy Tea Time.
A Seattle woman and her boyfriend are now charged with second-degree murder after the woman's 4-year-old son, KJ, was found dead. According to court documents, his mom first told police that KJ slipped in the tub. She later changed her story to say her boyfriend hit the child. The boyfriend, on the other hand, is claiming that it was her. While investigators work to determine what exactly happened here, one thing remains certain. Those who knew the little boy say they are heartbroken knowing he's gone. Good evening, I'm Hannah Kim. Fox 13's Riza Mendez spoke to KJ's father to learn more about the little boy.
Cheese.
What the heck is wrong with you?
At first, I couldn't believe it. And then when I got told that it was actually true, my heart was just broken. I just couldn't believe that she literally had to take my only child from me. That's devastating, and that's like sickening.
That's Chris Ford talking about his 4-year-old son, KJ. Chris says he called CPS multiple times to save his son from domestic violence at the hands of KJ's own mother, Cynthia Inyard.
And I was like, "Then mommy hit you?" He said, yeah. Yeah, I called CPS twice. Yeah, and they did not care what I had to say.
Fox 13 reached out to our state's Department of Children, Youth, and Families, who said they cannot comment as child welfare records are confidential. Chris and his brother Clarence shared that they witnessed multiple times how KJ's mother would yell and harm KJ, who they say chose dad over mom every time he had the opportunity to.
Because if you would put Cynthia right here, and then you would put Chris right here, KJ would come running right to Chris and give Chris the hug, call him daddy and all, because he really loved Chris.
Clarence echoed something a former neighbor told us earlier this week.
There was a lot of warning signs. I feel like KJ should have been taken and given to his father a long time ago. Everybody's made CPS reports. Everybody's complained, and it was just an ongoing thing. It should have never led to this.
That CPS brushed domestic violence allegations about KJ's mom under the rug.
CPS multiple times, but all they would keep saying is, there's food in the fridge. We did not call for that. We had multiple proof of what was going on. Multiple text messages of Cynthia talking about what she was talking about, what she did to KJ. Nothing was done. Nothing at all.
The next court appearance for Cynthia Inyard and her boyfriend Junior Ask Dom is scheduled for December 22nd.
We'll just hope we can continue to get justice.
I don't want to see both of them walking out free.
Till then, the Ford family is planning a funeral for KJ.
I'm taking care of the funeral.
As they remember him for his big smile, joy, and kindness. As a 4-year-old boy who loved Paw Patrol, Cocomelon, and hugs.
Sad situation. Sad situation. Also sad situation that they got this boy up there with his bonnet on, sunglasses, and eyelashes. Now, I'm not discriminating. I'm not coming for the community or nothing like that. But y'all know I always talk about how people come on this doggone news broadcast. That just was ridiculous. I'm sorry. It was ridiculous. It kind of took away from what the story was about. Because everybody too busy looking at him, her, whichever you want to call him, with this bonnet on and these sunglasses. Then take off the sunglasses and got eyelashes on. Okay, enough of that. Back to the story in here. They called CPS. They did their part. Daddy did. He did his part. And it's hard to get people taken away from their mamas. It is. But if CPS has been involved, then CPS has failed this little boy. Along with the mama, of course. And then the mama and the boyfriend playing this back and forth game. It was them. It was him. It was her. It was him. It was her. Lock both their asses up. Lock them both up. Since y'all want to play these games, lock both of them up for life. Both of them know who did it. If they both was in the house. So since somebody don't want to tell the truth, just like when you was little, if you got siblings and y'all didn't tell the truth, what happened? Both of y'all got y'all ass whooped. So lock both of them up. Then we ain't got to have this problem. All right, moving right along. Here go another mom. She killed her daughter, but she called 911. She called 911 and said, I killed my daughter. Here we go.
And in just the last few moments, we have received those chilling 911 calls from that mother herself. We must warn you, it is hard to listen to, but she herself is the one who called 911 and told the dispatcher what she'd just done.
Jalissa, hi. Can you tell me what's happening there? Yes, I just killed my daughter. How old is your daughter? 3. And how did you kill your daughter? I tried strangling her. That didn't work, so I stabbed her with a knife in the neck and chest.
Those words from a mother, just impossible to comprehend. Meanwhile, I've just spoken with a man who says he is Jalissa Baxter's stepfather. And although he says he didn't know her particularly well, he says he did meet her at least once when Jalissa Baxter's mother was in the hospital dying of cancer. He says that just from that meeting, he couldn't tell that something so horrible would happen.
I was very surprised. I was very, 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 very surprised.
The man speaking is the stepfather of Jalissa Baxter, the 24-year-old now behind bars for the stabbing death of her 3-year-old daughter.
I met her one time, and that was in August when she came to Orlando to visit her mom.
Harold Hemming says he was married to Baxter's mother since 2018. In August, Baxter's mother was in the hospital dying of cancer. Hemming says Baxter brought her daughter with her for a visit.
I met the child that day. She was just a healthy, running her own child.
Hemmings never believed that 4 months after this meeting, Baxter would do the unthinkable. She dialed 911 and told the dispatcher she had strangled, then stabbed her child multiple times with a knife inside their North Miami Beach apartment. Records show Baxter was sent an eviction notice just days before.
She seemed like she was a loving mama, but I think at the time she needed help. She was stressed.
Baxter appeared before a judge Wednesday morning.
This probably cause for the charges.
Ordered held without bond. Hemming says he feels compelled to stay on top of her case out of loyalty to her mother.
That's her child, so I guess, I if I can do something, I guess I just want to do it.
And coming back out live here, you can see there is now a growing memorial outside of that door to apartment 311 where this tragedy unfolded. We can tell you that in regards to Jalissa Baxter's case, there is an immigration hold here. That is because she is a Jamaican national. We know that this case is making headlines in Jamaica, according to Harold, who's spoken to Love.
I know it is making headlines. I know it is. I don't know. I got a little mixed feelings about this, y'all. No one deserves to be killed. This baby did not deserve to die at all, especially at the hands of her mother. But at the same time, something was going on with this young lady. Something. As you guys heard on the clip, her mom died of cancer. I think what was weird to me is that he had been married to the mom since 2018, and you only met her one time. Now, I don't know if she went back to Jamaica to see the mom. I don't know. I don't know where the mom was at. But she went to go see the mom, brought the baby. The mama died. And 4 months later, this happens. So something had to be wrong. And she got an eviction notice right before she killed the daughter. So I'm not sure. This is another story that I'm going to continue to follow just as well, because I'm really not sure about this. So I don't want to go in on the mom. Again, she was wrong. She was definitely wrong. She could have dropped that kid off somewhere else. I'm sure. Even if you drop it off on somebody's doorstep, you could have dropped the baby off somewhere. To the fire station, somewhere. Police station. I can't take care of her no more. I got this eviction notice. I don't know where I'm going to go. My mama did. She probably don't know where her daddy is. And she may not have had nobody else. I don't know. But it still doesn't cause for you to take your child's life. That doesn't make sense. So let's get into this next one. It's 4:20. Y'all know we're here to 5 o'clock. Y'all got me to yourselves all the way to 5. So this is a carjacking that ended bad. Very bad. This was a woman that was a nurse. And she had other occupations just as well. So this was a big story in Detroit. Here we go.
This is video from last Wednesday night. That is 51-year-old Tracy Golden leaving her neighborhood liquor store on Grand River near West Outer Drive. A man walks up, shoots and kills the mother, wife, and beloved Sinai Grace respiratory therapist and takes off with her SUV. Her killing has touched a nerve in Detroit. Community activists like New Era Detroit calling on liquor stores to provide more security, and New Era members say they'll be out helping women get to their cars in parking lots, and they're not the only ones. Jackie Robinson is with the group The People's Action.
What can you make of that? It's very scary, even me being a woman myself who lives in that community a couple blocks away from that store.
Even before the shooting of Tracy Golden, this group is planning on neighborhood patrols in neighborhoods and in parking lots.
It definitely hits home, but we definitely need to be vigilant, and we need more community efforts in order to protect our women and children.
We try to be proactive. We're trying to catch it in the midst of the act.
Back here live, Devin and Kimberly, check with Detroit Police today. This is certainly an intense investigation into the homicide of Tracy Golden. Her SUV has been found. They have not found that gunman. Again, a very active and current investigation. They have gotten some tips, but no arrest as of yet. We'll let you know when that may happen. Back to you.
Okay, Sean, thank you.
So as of today, I don't think they have still found the killer. I know they felt that he was a very young gentleman that killed her, but they just haven't found him. And that's very sad. He didn't even give her the chance. Like, she didn't stand a chance at all of making it. He literally just walked up to her and just started busting at her and took the car. Didn't give her the opportunity to even say, no, you can't have my keys. No, I'm not going to let you take my purse. Just literally just walked up, shot her, killed her, and took off in her car. And that was sad. So I agree. They definitely need more security at these liquor stores. The liquor store that I go to on a normal basis, they do have a security guard that stands outside. You're not allowed to bring your kids inside of the liquor store. Nothing like that. You go get your shit and you come out. And he's right there at the door. I really thought at one point that the security was there to stop Black people because the liquor store I go to is in the Black neighborhood. So I was under the impression that they're just trying to be there to make sure don't nobody steal the liquor. But after seeing this, nah, they out there for a whole nother purpose, baby. A whole nother purpose. So if y'all are listening out there, these liquor stores, please, please, please try to get security at your liquor stores. A lot goes on at liquor stores. A lot. People hang out in their cars, not in their cars, at liquor stores. So we definitely need to, apply some pressure on that, which is getting more security at these liquor stores, because they can save somebody's life. Really can. So let's go into this next one. After these next two clips, we're going to get into our last joint for the day. This one is called Reruns. This older man, he had a spot called Reruns that he have had for years. And shit went down and he got killed. It wasn't his fault. He just trying to protect his place that he owned, which is a place to try to, I'm sorry, y'all, my dog barking. I'll pulley at the door. He's just trying to have a spot so that everybody can have a good time, and be safe. At least he thought. So here we go.
Monday marked a somber return for family, friends, and regulars at Reruns Lounge in Racine.
It's just like being around family.
Montavious Everton came to pay respect to his grandfather, the owner of the lounge, Avery Stewart, also known as Rerun. after he was gunned down early New Year's Day.
Rerun, he loved his bar, and it's so crazy that he died in his bar.
Nicole Say was a regular at Rerun's Lounge, and she says she was inside when the gunman opened fire. Police say it all unfolded 2 hours into the new year.
It was surveillance video from a nearby gas station that captured what police were calling a chaotic scene.
So I was in the back, just having a good time for New Year's, and all of a sudden I heard gunshots and I got down.
People were inside celebrating when someone shot and killed Avery and another man, family identifying him as Billy Petty.
That was like one of my close buddies. That was his uncle.
Racine police investigators returning to the scene Monday afternoon, continuing their investigation. Right now, no one is in custody.
Only thing we can do is keep them in our hearts and our minds and live on. And we're gonna keep. Hopefully, I could be able to do something for my granddad, keep something going on.
In Racine, Gabriela Garza, WISN 12 News.
Police are asking for help from people who were inside the bar at that time. They asked them to come forward with any information about what they saw, and you can remain anonymous by contacting.
Gonna hold strong, That's all we can do.
And it was a violent start to the new year in Racine as police are investigating a homicide. That is our big story at 5. 2 people are dead in Racine after someone fired gunshots inside a bar early this morning.
Fox 6's Brett Lemoyne is live with what family members of one victim say actually led up to that shooting.
And family members say the man who this bar is named after is among the 2 that were shot and killed this morning. They say a fight started early in the morning and someone left the bar and came back with a gun. And as a result, 2 innocent lives were left in the crossfire.
He was happy. We was having a good time. It was New Year's.
Akeem Stylo never imagined the last few moments of 2022 would also be the last he'd spend with his grandfather.
We was enjoying our time together.
2 grandchildren tell us 66-year-old Avery Rerun Stewart owned Rerun's Lounge at 11th and Washington in Racine. Family members say Stewart was shot and killed after a fight at around 2:30. Investigators say another person inside the bar was also shot and killed. Racine police have not released the name of either victim.
I really can't tell you what happened. I just know that he got caught in the mix of some stuff that happened and he didn't make it.
Surveillance video from across the street shows police pulling up to the bar. A spokeswoman for the department describes it as a, quote, chaotic scene. Investigators remained at the bar well into Sunday morning.
That was a sight to see with all the police and everything taped off, and we figured this wasn't the first time this has happened before where we couldn't leave the house.
A neighbor living on the same block says she heard gunshots, but wasn't sure if it was people firing into the air for New Year's or something worse.
What does that tell you just about the start of this new year?
If this is how we're getting ready to start, everybody better buckle up. It's going to be a very interesting year.
The bar has cameras above the entrance. Racine police ask anyone who was here Sunday morning to contact them. Family now hopes 2023 brings justice and peace.
He was loving, he was caring, he looked out for his people, the community. He was a good person, good, real stand-up dude.
And Racine police tell us they have no suspects in custody at this time, but they continue to investigate. Reporting live in Racine, Brett Lemoyne, Fox 6 News.
All right, y'all. That is so sad. I really hope that they catch the killers that took out this old man. He didn't deserve it. He got a place called Reruns for everybody to be able to come out, have a good time, not worry about things like that happening, and then the unexpected happens. So my prayers go to his family. My prayer goes out to each and every family that we have discussed tonight. Today. Y'all know I come on at nighttime, so I'll be saying tonight. But today. So we're about to get into another joint. This is Cabana Ace. I have not played this song in so long. This is called Hustle. I love this song. This is also a family member of mine. So y'all shout out to Cabana Ace. This is called Hustle, baby. Y'all know we got to get it in. We got to hustle nowadays, okay? Not dance. Get our bread. Hustle, okay? Here we go.
Julia, I see you.
We out Out here in the morning bustle, steering clear of suckers. Yeah, you lazy gang still couldn't dig it with a shovel. All that glitters ain't gold and certain diamonds lackluster. But get out here and grind with every muscle you can muster. Turn a 4 into an 8, split a 2 into a double. She with me, then I love her, but shit, I can never trust her. One thing is for certain, got to get out here and bubble. There's numbers to be made, we gotta get out here and run it. Hustle, 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 hustle. Go ahead, flex, baby, show a little muscle. Hustle, 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 hustle. Go ahead, flex, baby, show a little muscle. Run it up, however, I'm just turning up a little. Told my little nigga, I just wanna live forever. Get your paper right and you're surviving anywhere. Ain't brought us how we came and shit, we ain't know any better. Your heart gon' be the death for you one day, my mama said it. But catch me at the finish line, you see me money sprinting. You say that that's man when shit to go in front of the ticket. I don't know nothing else but hustle, get out here and get it. Trying to whip me up a penny, yeah, I gotta have me plenty. Guess they hate me cause I'm gifted, maybe cause I'm too relentless. God bless and try to hold his own, can't be no codependent. Yeah, I stand alone, I don't need no codependent. Hustle, 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 hustle. Go ahead, flex, baby, show a little muscle. Hustle, 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 hustle. Go ahead, flex, baby, show a little muscle. She's so scandalous. 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 Man, fuck. It's hardly hit me for everything. Back to this pot.
Wait, the next commercial is supposed to be showing.
Peachy Tea Time is for the culture. Tune in every Friday for Peachy Talks edition, where the misses and pulleys show crime in our black community and discuss love and relationships. Special surprise pop-up guests. Tune in each and every Friday. Check out the flyer for showtimes.
We got company, y'all. We got company in the building. Our guy Hove is in the building, y'all. But so you might hear him in the background. And then we're gonna kick it. We're gonna have a good time after the show, okay? Let's get into these next few clips. Y'all, we almost at the end. It's almost 5 o'clock. Can y'all believe it? Like, the time goes so quickly. So quickly. Why? Because I bring it. I bring it each and every show, okay? I bring y'all nothing but the best clips. Nothing but the best crime. I don't know if that's some way to say it. Poolie, that ain't good to say it like that, huh? Poolie said, no, I shouldn't have said it like that. But
we don't promote negativity.
Yes, we don't promote negativity. That's that Casamigos kicking in, baby. It's kicking in. Okay. Domestic violence is real, y'all. It's real. Y'all keep thinking it ain't real. That shit real, man. Here we go.
They started the new year in mourning, having to tell this 7-year-old little girl her mom, Deshante Wallace, passed away at the hospital after being found at her home on Detroit's east side last Saturday.
I got to the hospital and I saw my daughter. My daughter's eye was sitting out here.
Deshante's mom says her daughter did not have that swollen eye or any other injuries New Year's Eve before dropping her off at her home for the last time.
When I talked to the doctor said she had bruises along the top of her torso and along her right side all the way down.
Deshante's family says the original story given to police was that she died of an overdose, but they say absolutely not. And they're pointing to a long history of domestic violence at the hands of her boyfriend of 10 years.
He split her lip and her eye. She had to have 17 stitches up, 17 stitches here.
He took my child.
They say the 36-year-old's death was no accident and that they think she was murdered. Unfortunately, she was too scared to go to police before this happened, so no trail of the abuse.
Well, she was crying for help but scared to get it.
DeShante's longtime boyfriend and daughter's father was initially arrested and questioned this weekend with a female associate, but then they were released. Detroit police say they are actively investigating, and the family says it's hinging on an autopsy report not completed as of Monday afternoon. Sources tell us bleach was found on DeShante's body and near where she was found in the home.
Something was being covered up that night.
He was the oldest of all of them.
Sadness because they say they saw this coming and tried so hard to help.
She wanted to be loved by this man for some reason. She wanted things to work for her child. She wanted to give her daughter the world. And it cost her her life.
Reporting on Detroit's East Side, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
All right, y'all. This is heartbreaking. And for several reasons. Of course that she's gone. But the most hurtful thing is that her family was told that she had an overdose. But when they see her eye hanging out to here, all these different type of bruises or whatever they found on her, and apparently the police just don't give a damn because they said that she was overdosed. This is why I said in one of the past clips that we just showed today that for these young ladies, even if you have to go to the police, go to them and let them know. This man may possibly get away with this, unfortunately, because there was no paper trail. And that's sad. Not sad that it wasn't a paper trail. It's sad that it got to be a paper trail in order for him to get convicted. That's what's sad. Why there wasn't more done, I'm going to have to reach out to this family, baby. I'm going to have to try to see if I get this family on PGT time. Because I want to know, how in the hell do the whole family think that the boyfriend did it? And none of these bruises and stuff was on this girl when she dropped her off at home New Year's Eve. And that's the last time she seen her. And now this baby gone. This woman is gone. It's sad. All right, y'all. Let's get to this next one. Be more careful. That's what this one called. Be more careful. And if you know what be more careful is, then you already know where we're going. Straight to Baltimore. Here we go.
I'm tired, and I don't want to lose one of my children to fight this war. I'm not willing to sacrifice the life of one of my children for Baltimore City.
We are continuing.
You better say it. I had to stop it. Baby, if we had a sneak peek, that would have been the first one on the sneak peek for PGT time, baby. I just ain't did no sneak peek shit for 2023. But baby, she said you will not, and I will not. Let's keep it going.
I'm tired, and I don't want to lose one of my children to fight this war. I'm not willing to sacrifice the life of one of my children for Baltimore City.
We are continuing to follow the breaking news. Just a devastating day in Baltimore. A 16-year-old dead, 7 other people shot.
5 of the victims are students from Edmondson Westside High School. All of them were shot across the street from the Edmondson Village Shopping Center. Good evening, I'm Kai Jackson.
And I'm Mary Bubala. We have team coverage on a city in crisis, starting with Rebecca Pryor. She spoke with West Baltimore residents crying out for change amid another deadly shooting in their district. Rebecca.
Yeah, emotions were certainly running high today, Mary. As students were fleeing the high school, parents, they were rushing to the scene, worried it might have been one of their children who was shot here. It was so traumatic. One mother even telling me she plans on moving her family out of Baltimore immediately.
We heard the gunshots, and my son just bust out crying, saying, Mommy, they shooting. Did Manny go to school?
Nicole Robinson rushing toward the sounds of gunfire, fearing her son, a student at Edmondson High School, might have been shot.
That's when I then said, oh my God, my son is safe, but somebody else's son is not.
In the middle of the day, a group of students taking their lunch break off campus, a problem police say has been ongoing. Businesses inside the Edmondson Village Shopping Center all told not to serve minors during school hours for this very reason.
Those young people wouldn't be here if they knew they couldn't buy something from this place.
There's no acceptable amount of violence in our city, but it hurts when it's kids.
Evidence markers littering the ground after that lunch break quickly turning tragic. 5 teens shot, one of them dead, another in critical condition. It's unclear what led up to the violence. One witness telling us he thought the teens were playing a game.
It looked like it was all on dice.
The next thing he knew, shots were being sprayed.
It sounded like it was like a Uzi going off or something like that.
At the scene, tensions growing amid a lack of answers from city leaders. District 8 Councilman Christopher Burnett caught in a screaming match with one of his constituents.
Our children is dying.
And what you doing about it?
Y'all sitting in the office going
about it? And what are you doing about it?
This is a passionate situation. All they did was left out of their house this morning to attend school, and they're not going to return home.
Not wanting her children to face the same fate, Robinson now among those reaching a breaking point with the bloodshed in Baltimore.
I'm leaving. I'm not willing to sacrifice the life of one of my children for Baltimore City.
Police say they're still searching for 2 suspects.
My God. She says she will not. She's leaving. She about to throw up the deuces. She finna throw up the deuces, y'all. She gone. She gone. You know, but unfortunately, Miss Lady, everybody can't afford to leave the environment right then and there. Y'all know that's something that I talk about a lot. Changing up the environment. You know, move your kids to another environment, even though this stuff is happening everywhere, but there are some areas that is happening a whole lot less. I'll say that, a whole lot less. So if you're able to move your kids to a better environment, please do so. If you can't, baby, keep that tool on you at all times. Keep it on you at all times, because these folks crazy out here. All right, y'all, we got a contest. The last 20 minutes of the show, baby. Now it's the last 18. The last 18 minutes of the show. The first viewer that puts in the chat all the editions of Peachy Tea Time will receive a Cash App today. Okay? Today, you will receive a Cash App. And you have until the end of the show. Now, I will tell y'all one thing. It's a catch. It's a catch, okay? One of the additions, and I'm just gonna go on ahead and give it to y'all. I'm gonna give it to you after this commercial. That's what I'm gonna do. Because we still got some more joints to play. We still got some more joints, and we're down to 1 clip. So we're gonna say that clip like right at the end. But we're gonna get into Karma by Tay. Tay was a guest on our show. Tay done been on everything. Okay, he has been everywhere. His song has been everywhere. I think he said he was on MTV once before. All of it. So I was very, very honored to have him on the show of Peachy Tea Time. And when I come back after this video, and when we come back, I will let y'all know a hint. I'll say a hint of one of my shows, The Editions, because y'all might be like, if you really watch, you'll say, well, I don't know the edition of this day, but I know the editions of all of them. I'm going to tell you why. Here we go. Shout out to Tay, Karma, baby. Listen to this song, because karma ain't no joke. It will come back on you.
Over and over, I try to tell myself I never needed you. Over and over, I keep reminding myself it isn't true. Yeah, forever and ever, I used to seek you, and I, baby, together forever. I guess that all was a lie. I want the chance to be a man. You understand the reason why I had to leave. I need the strength to walk away, me not to stay. The issue is that I miss you, baby. No, 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 no. You told me you needed me, like letters to a word, feathers to a bird, yeah. Then you go and deceive me, yeah. But now you hurt, you get what you deserve, yeah. Babe, I must warn you that what goes up must come down. Little thing I call karma. What goes around comes around. I want the chance to be a man. You understand the reason why I had to leave. I need the strength to walk away, me not to stay. The issue is that I miss you, baby. No, 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 no. Why'd you have to go and hurt me so? Really cut me deep. That's why I had to leave, yeah. You played with my heart. I fell in love from the start. You didn't play by the rules, so I guess we both lose this game. Nah. Straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. Project kid out the gutter, yeah. Everything come out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. Project kid out the gutter, yeah. Everything come out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. Project kid out the gutter, yeah. Everything come out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, yeah. Project kid out the gutter, hey. Everything come out the gutter. I'm posted up, yeah, I be doing my thing. Study be grinding, ain't nothing really changed. I'm still on the mission, so y'all need to listen. This alcohol tell it be gon' do your thing. Should've been rich without fortune and fame. Should've been rich without fortune and fame. Do what you do, but don't get in my lane. Do what you do, but don't get in my lane. I'm swagging and surfing like I'm on the moon. Came from the gutter with no silver spoon. I am the elephant up in the room, so holla at your boy when it's time for some business. I'm at your door like a Jehovah Witness. Still on that drinking, this life for my kidneys. Still thinking God, he keeping me living. Still thinking God, he keeping me living. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. Project kid out the gutter, yeah. Everything come out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. Project kid out the gutter, yeah. Everything come out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. Project kid out the gutter, yeah. Everything come out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, yeah. Project kid out the gutter, hey. Everything come out the gutter. Everything I got it the hard way. I was posted up like a statue in the hallway. Gotta go hard and ain't talking no Kanye. Mama raised a king, so I gotta keep trucking. This is a message delivered, beloved. Project kid and I came off nothing. This is a message delivered, beloved. Project kid and I came off nothing. Came from Burgard, the home of the great. I keep some fish fishes, some fish on my plate. Fishing for wisdom, I stand at the lake. I'ma go hard, I'ma do what it takes. I keep some fishes, some fish on my plate. Fishing for wisdom, I stand at the lake. I'ma go hard, I'ma do what it takes. I'ma go hard, I'ma do what it takes. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. Project kid out the gutter, yeah. Everything come out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. Project kid out the gutter, yeah. Everything come out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. Project kid out the gutter, yeah. Everything come out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, hey. I got it straight out the gutter, yeah. Project kid out the gutter, hey. Everything come out the
Hey, I got it straight out the gutter, baby. We coming from the mud, baby. We finna get it in. Do you hear me? So, I must say, first of all, I just said, Poolie. Duncan got it right. I know somebody's gonna get it right or not, okay? But I gotta say this just as well. Duncan, I'm definitely gonna give it to you hands down. Hands down. You know, Duncan put in there Peachy Tea Time, Peachy News, Peachy Talks, and then she got a question mark by Peachy Hits. Okay? Shout out to Duncan. Shout out to Duncan. Y'all see I'm wiping my face. Shout out to Casamigos. Shout out to Casamigos. Casamigos, whatever, however you pronounce it. Anyways, Duncan, baby, when I tell you, when you did that Peachy Tea Time, I was like, oh my gosh. Because that was the tricky part right there. I do not have an edition yet for Peachy Tea Time, which is on Monday nights. So let me go ahead and put up the banner. Give me 1 second. There we go. Peachy Tea Time is on Mondays. Peachy News is on Wednesdays. Peachy Talks is on Fridays. And Saturdays, I am no longer Duncan at Hits 92.3. So she was right in the aspect. I always used to call it Peachy Hits, always. But I also always called it the weekend spot. Okay, I always call it the weekend spot, and I always call it Peachy Hits. So shout out to Duncan. Duncan, baby, put your cash app out there so I can go ahead and send you your bread, baby, your bread. So thank you all so much who did participate for our quick little contest giveaway, cash app giveaway that is. So each and every Monday is called Peachy Tea Time. Like I said, I don't have an edition for it yet. If y'all want to come up with something, what I'll do is I'll, take a look at them. And if I like one of them, we'll use it for our edition for Mondays. But no, I couldn't come up with something for Monday. So we just left it at Peachy Tea Time. Peachy News is on Wednesday with me and Jason, where we dig down deep into news, where we have the family members on there that come up and tell their loved one's story on domestic violence, gun violence, the prison system, or even by the police. And we also do missing person cases on Wednesdays just as well. Then we have Fridays with me and my husband, Peachy Talks, where we also discuss crime, but we also talk about love and relationships just as well. And then we have today, the weekend spot, baby. I couldn't come up with nothing else besides the weekend spot. And of course, Peachy Hits, but it's no longer Peachy Hits no more. It's just the weekend spot, baby, where we talk about independent artists, showcase their music. We have interviews, live interviews, that is, with independent artists. Who else? Comedians, black business owners, or just business owners in general. Y'all hit me up if y'all want to be a guest. And we get it in, baby. We get it in. So again, shout out to Duncan. Duncan said, baby, I'm a fan. I've been a fan. And don't you ever, hey, Crystal, don't you ever play with me like that again, baby. Because, baby, she was on it. I love you, Duncan. Duncan is a person that I've never met in person at all. Never, not at all. She just always watched the show. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the support. Put your Cash App in there, girl. Don't be playing around. She putting dancers in there, hand claps. Put your Cash App, baby. All right, let's get to this last clip. We got 5 minutes left, y'all. After this, we are out of here. And y'all make sure y'all enjoy y'all weekend, the remaining of the weekend, while I get ready to go back to work on Monday. Go back. Where that sound? Yeah, I'll take that, boo. Boo. I gotta go back to work on Monday. I've been off since the 22nd. Shout out to the 22nd. And I've been putting my all in all into PGT time, trying to come up with new ideas. I came up with all new intros. We got new flyers. Shout out to Fred on the flyers. We just really been trying to do a lot more and a lot of different things with PGT time, but it's not too much difference that I can change it to, because when you on this path, baby, you on this path. And this is a path that I got to continue to go down. So we do got a lot of good activists that I have met since I've been out, because I'm trying to get in contact with activists, okay, from all over. So if anybody that's watching and you know any activist that is in any state, please have them get at me so that we can start getting more families on the show, okay? Don't forget Wednesday we have our second family for the year. Our first family that came on Wednesday, baby, numbers was through the roof. I mean, people was like amazed at this story. And when you hear the story on Wednesday, numbers gonna be through the roof again. I'm just telling y'all, because this is a tragedy. It's a tragedy. So let's get into this last clip. We got a few more minutes. Here we go.
The 8-year-old murdered by her mother for, quote, loving her father too much. CBS 2 is always investigating, and tonight we've uncovered new documents revealing there may have been more to the motive behind Maria Osby's murder. CBS 2's Chris Ty has been breaking new details on this tragic story for months. He is live at the Department of Children and Family Services with what he's found. Chris.
Erica, Amaria was murdered at the age of 8, but she had been on DCFS radar since the age of 3. The Department of Children and Family Services admits several rules were not followed in this case, and some employees were reprimanded as a result of it. But now we are learning that there may have been a different story told to the public versus what that mother now charged with murder was told.
Last May, Amaria Osby was 8 when her mom tried to get her to drink bleach, later admitting to suffocating her with a plastic bag because she loved her father more.
I love you.
Just hours earlier, Amaria and her mom, Andriel Hagler, were visited at their uptown apartment by state child welfare workers from the Department of Children and Family Services, an office that failed to even try to make contact with them for 60 days after a neglect call on Amaria came in last spring.
What do you make of that, 60 days?
60 days, honestly, a slap in the face. They could have got her. They could have got my daughter. They could have got my daughter and saved her life.
Last June, Amaria's father, DeMarcus Osby, told me he was the one who placed that neglect call, and he was repeatedly denied custody of the girl, offering his opinion on what motivated the murder.
Because she told the truth to the agent. She told the truth. She didn't lie.
What truth did she tell?
That my mother was beaten up.
But this report, obtained by CBS 2 from the Cook County Medical Examiner, sheds new light on what those agents saw and said to Amaria's mom hours before the crime. According to family members, the ME's report says Osby's mother had a meeting with the Department of Children and Family Services, and Osby was going to be taken away from her mother and placed in the care of another guardian. If true, it flies in the face of the Department of Children and Family Services version of events this June, which read an investigator visited the family and spoke with the mother and child. There were no noted concerns for physical abuse or neglect. We asked DCFS if they stand behind that June statement, and late Tuesday they told us if the investigator determined the child was in danger, DCFS would have taken custody immediately. DCFS does not speculate on future actions during an ongoing investigation, and in this case, no decisions had yet been made.
Both the DCFS worker and supervisor on the Amaria case were pulled from child care services duties. One of them has now been put back in the care of children and caring for kids. The other one, we don't know. DCFS wasn't able to put a finer point on that for us tonight. Amaria's dad did not want to speak with us tonight. Her legal team, her family's legal team, says they just received today the same documents that we received today. It's too early yet for them to come.
All right, y'all. We have came to the end of our show. We're going to discuss more of this topic that we just spoke on. Well, the clip that I just played. We're going to talk more about that on Monday. So make sure you tune in on Monday at 9:00 p.m. Eastern time. We got to get into these comments. Duncan said there's a young black girl that went missing down the street from me in 2016. Lashaya Stein. We think she's being trafficked in another state. Can I give her mom, Sabrina Jones, your contact info? Definitely. Please do. I'm begging you. Please give her my information so that we can do our research on our end. And, of course, bring it to PGT time to bring awareness to our black community. So please give her my information. And for those, let me put it in there. PGT time. At gmail.com. Have her email me, Duncan. If you are on my Facebook page, Duncan, go ahead and give her my personal info on my Facebook page and have her message me in Messenger. So either or, she can email me or message me in Messenger. Okay. Duncan said, "Did you win podcast of the year, girl?" Not yet. The end of the voting. The votes has to be in by April 1st. And the award show, yes, it is a real deal award show, okay? So the award show is April 29th of this year. And all the votes have to be in by April the 1st. Jacqueline, Jacqueline, like, you can not say nothing if you want to. I got you. Jacqueline to put in the link, baby. She put the link in the chat. Y'all don't forget to vote for Miss Peachy. Yes, podcast of the year, baby. Podcast of the year. You know, I pray that I win. I pray to God that I win. But just to be nominated means everything to me, y'all. It really does. It means everything to me. Being that I'm able to go and bring my peoples with me just as well, being VIP section just as well, that's good enough for me. So I'm very thankful for that. What else is going on in the chat? I think that's about it. Congratulations. Let me show y'all. If you are on my business page on Facebook, or if you are on my personal page on Facebook, this is the link. It says Yo ATL Raps, just like Yo MTV Raps, but it's Yo ATL Raps. You just click on the link, and I knew it was gonna bring up another one. Hold on. Oh, y'all ain't even see it. So this is the first one. That's what it looks like. When you go on my personal page, there you see it right there. When you come off of there, when you click the blue link, then it will take you to. I hope Roku's still going. Oh, not that. I don't want to show y'all that. We just saw that. It will take you here. Let me bring it up. Give me a second. Right here. It will bring you right here. And as you can see, podcast of the year. Podcast of the year. You scroll down, and there go PGT time, baby. You just go ahead and click that little button. Put your first name, your last name, and your email address, and click vote. And you're done. That's all you do. That's how quick that is. And if you click on the link, it's going to take you straight to podcast of the year. So you don't even got to go looking for it. It comes straight to podcast of the year. You scroll down to PGT time, put your first name, last name, and email address, and then your account will be voted. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Jacqueline said, "Girl, I got another business coming up soon. Details are coming to you soon. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. These black businesses, baby, we need to go on ahead and keep it going, okay? We had such a big turnout on our last show for 2022, where all we did the entire show was showcase business owners, black business owners, and they was able to come up live. They had 2 minutes. It was so much fun. We had the 2-minute clock up next to them, and they had 2 minutes to tell all, which is tell all their business, okay, about their business. And baby, the turnout was incredible. Okay, incredible. So we couldn't get everybody on, unfortunately, because of the huge turnout. So what we decided to do is do it once a month, y'all. Once a month, we will be doing the Tell All Business, which is all black business owners can come up live on PGT Time, and you have 2 minutes to discuss your business, tell all your business about your business. Okay, so y'all gonna be seeing that flyer again coming soon. Y'all go ahead, start reaching out to me now, because this time we're gonna have a certain amount of people for every month. It's not gonna be like it was last time where anybody can just come and we're just gonna, have all those people. No, we're gonna go ahead and have a certain amount of people each month. So I'll give you all more details on that soon to come. So we out of here, y'all. I love y'all. I will catch y'all on Monday. Okay, on Monday at 9:00 p.m. Eastern. I love y'all. Stay away from the Casamigos. That's all I got to say. Stay away from it. And make sure you listen to my babies. Bye.
PGT Time is for the culture. Tune in every Saturday for the Weekend Spot, where the misses show crime in our black community and showcase independent artists. Special surprise guests for the hottest interviews. Tune in each and every Saturday. Check out the flyer for showtimes.
Thank you for watching my
Yeah, I gotta say this. It is the end of the show, but I got to say this. For those that this is your first time watching my show, that is my baby. Okay, that is my baby singing PGT Time. But I do have 2 kids. I got a son. So that's how y'all hear that's saying, please, thank you for watching my mom's show. That's my son and my daughter. But my son wasn't with the shits, okay? He's not gonna come up here and sing this goddamn song. That's what he ain't gonna do. But Kirsten, she ready for her next song. She ready. She got it all down pat. So we will have another one coming soon of Miss Kirsten. It's just I love that one so much. I really do. I love y'all. Thank you. Bye.